So that happened. And I'm not talking about the Women's March, but props to them for doing that, by the way. But it's not about that. This is about the AFC Championship game between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, before I start this video, if you have not subscribed to this channel, click on that little yellow button down below. And you have to follow me on Twitter. The link is down in the description box, as usual. So with that being said, let's move on. Tonight's game was a lot like the previous championship game, the NFC Championship game, of course. It wasn't much of a game. Put it this way. I thought this game was going to be closer. Just like I thought the NFC Championship was going to be close. Championship game is going to be closer. That was not the case. Patriots just obliterated this young, as I've been told, supposedly potentially good defense, and Tom Brady just picked it apart. It wasn't just Tom Brady himself. You also had, of course, who, in my opinion, was the MVP of the game, Chris Hogan, brother. And the thing about Chris Hogan is this. I said it when the Patriots season was about to start, both on Twitter and I believe I also said it on Facebook. Not on Facebook. Did I say Facebook? No, I said it on Twitter and I said it on YouTube. That Chris Hogan has the potential to be a difference maker in the New England Patriots. And that's how people, oh, he sucked, man. You see what he did with the Bills? Like, he didn't do anything. Like, Chris Hogan, yeah, he has, like, one decent game in his career, and he sucks. Chris Hogan is easily the best deep threat the Patriots have had in, like, God. Randy Moss, anybody? And I'm not comparing Chris Hogan to Randy Moss. Before anyone says, well, now you're comparing the great Randy Moss to Chris Hogan. What's wrong with you? I'm not. All I'm saying is that Chris Hogan has done very well for the Patriots, and the guy had 9 receptions for 180 yards and 2 touchdowns in this game. All right, you got to give the guy credit for that. Yeah, here's the thing, too. I was a little bit concerned about some parts in this game. First of all, the officiating of this game. And I know the Patriots got away with a couple of things. One in particular that I know a lot of people were big on was the fumble by Tom Brady on 3rd and, I think it was 3rd and 1. It was 3rd and 1. This was, I believe, in the second quarter. Tom Brady went for a QB sneak, fumbled the football. At first, I didn't even think. At first, they say it was fumble. I'm like, I don't see him fumbling. And they showed a really bad camera angle for the replay. I'm like, okay, Tom Brady falls down. Where's the ball? You know. And the second one, you see it. The ball does pop out. I'm like, okay, he did fumble it. You know, because I was like, how did he fumble it? You know. So then they said he fumbled it, and there was not enough camera evidence to show that the Steelers recovered it. It was really weird because the Steelers were like, "Oh yeah, we have it. We're going that way. That's us. That's our ball." But like, it's really hard to describe it because afterwards, it's like the referee picked up the ball and it was like, "Yeah, this is the Patriots ball." So I'm sitting there going, "Whose ball is it?" And they say it's Patriots ball. I'm like, "All right, I'll take it." So it was really strange. But that one, and then the call from Patrick Chung, he was covering what was his name, Jesse James, on the tight end for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I thought it was a holding call. I guess that was karma for last week's stupid BS holding call with the Chiefs and Steelers, but you know, I digress. But moving on, not a bad game for the Patriots. Of course, their offense. Edelman had 8 receptions, 118 yards for a touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt force trauma. All right, I'll get to this right now. There was one specific play that LeGarrette Blunt literally had 5 to 6 defenders of the freaking Pittsburgh Steelers on his back, and he's still rushing. What the hell? And I get it. Partially, it was because the defensive line and defensive backs were pushing him to the end zone, which made no sense to me. It's like you're helping this guy get to the end zone by pushing him this way. What the hell? Thank you, but what the hell? But again, good game by the Patriots offense in this one. Nothing too spectacular, the running game, but hey, when Tom Brady throws no interceptions, 3 touchdowns, and 384 yards, that usually ends in a W. And no disrespect to however, the defense did also get an interception. That was Eric Rowe. Yes, the same Eric Rowe, the same idiot that I said last week that had that penalty against the Texans. That was just, you know, would have been fourth down, and instead the Texans got on the board for possibly close to a touchdown because that idiot decided to defend his teammate by just being an idiot. Moving on. So I guess you'd say he kind of redeemed himself this week. Yay. So with the Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger had a pretty good game too. And the controversy too, before I go on with this, Le'Veon Bell left this game, and I believe it was the first quarter, and he came back for a play or two, and that was it. It was really weird. I know some other Patriots fans are calling him, oh, he's pulling an LT, oh, he's a little banged up, he didn't play very well, so he doesn't want to play. It was strange. Because I get it, he may have been knocked up a bit, but if he's knocked up a bit, okay, he's out for the game. Don't put him back in the game for a couple more plays and then take him out for the rest of the game. It was really odd, really peculiar. And then D'Angelo Williams, of course, came in, which D'Angelo Williams, he's probably one of the better backup running backs in the NFL. Because whenever he's in there, Le'Veon Bell either hurts himself or he gets suspended, whatever the case may be, he does very well, plain and simple. So I was like, oh boy, this could be something, even though I know the Patriots have one of the better rushing defenses in the National Football League. And it's not like, too, Le'Veon Bell was playing all that great. Le'Veon Bell had 6 carries for 20 yards. This is a guy who went off on the Dolphins. I had a pretty good game against a good Kansas City Chiefs defense last week. So, hey, I said it. Le'Veon Bell, one of the better running backs in the NFL versus one of the better defensive rushing attacks in the NFL. Should be interesting. So, but Ben Roethlisberger, 31-47, 314 yards, a TD, and the interception I mentioned a little earlier. Antonio Brown, 7 receptions, 77 yards. Eli Rogers, 7 receptions for 66 yards. And Hamilton got a touchdown for them. It was like a garbage touchdown by that point. It was the fourth quarter. Patriots were up like 36-9. By the way, shout out to Boswell. Was it Chris Boswell? Missing an extra point. Because to me, the Steelers were in that game until he missed that extra point. When he missed that extra point, I swear, the momentum just went. It shifted right to New England. Alright? And I've already seen some Steelers fans already making excuses. Oh, well, we were sick. Oh, we had the alarm that woke up our team at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Somebody pulled the alarm, and we were distracted by our own receiver, possibly one of the better wide receivers in the NFL, Antonio Brown, for recording our locker room conversation on Facebook Live. Like, you lost the game. Alright, please. And then granted, I have seen also other fans that admitted, hey, you guys were the better team. It was a class act. So for those fans, thank you. I appreciate class act fans. Seriously. Like, if my team lost, I'd say, you know what? We lost. Simple. The fact that the New England Patriots continue to put up 30-plus points without Rob Gronkowski, to me, is just baffling. But you know what? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty much it for the most part. I mean, Patriots just outperformed the Steelers. And you know what? I'll give this too. There's one guy on the Steelers. I forgot what his name was. He's like a big dude. He got a sack today. Wasn't Davis? Was it Hargrave? Who was it? There was one guy in the defense. He's like really, I believe he's a defensive tackle for the Steelers. He was a young guy. He's a rookie. And he started putting pressure on Tom Brady in the earlier part. He looked like a guy that could be something for you guys in the near future. So if you're watching the Steelers fans, I'd be happy, if I was you, you got that going for you. And you guys are pretty fast, when it comes to, obviously, your receivers are really fast. The defensive backs, you guys were facing Tom Brady. That's all I'm saying. I mean, at one point, literally, Chris Hogan was waiting in the end zone going, and I tweeted out, how is this guy wide open? And that, if I could show a screenshot of it right now, I would. But, I could see where the potential is with you guys in defense. So, just relax a little bit. Relax. Unlike him, who freaking just became a bum against the Falcons defense, making them look elite. Which leads to my next topic, of course. We're talking about the Patriots moving on to the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 51 in Houston, Texas. Halftime, Lady Gaga, but that's not the point. She wants to perform on the roof, supposedly. Okay. Good luck to her on that one. But Patriots Falcons Super Bowl in 2 weeks. That should be really entertaining. And for anyone who doesn't know me, I know I don't do really, much about college, particularly college football or anything, but I do consider myself a Boston College Eagles fan / UMass Minuteman fan. So I know what I've been a fan of Matt Ryan since college. What I'm trying to say to you guys. So to see that Matt Ryan is going to be in the Super Bowl with my boy Tom Brady is just like it's kind of cool, but at the same time it's gonna be kind of like bittersweet. So it's like, okay, if Brady wins this one, I could see him retiring, and then Patriots going, okay, maybe we shouldn't put Jimmy Garoppolo in the trading block, and my other boy Matt Ryan's gonna be like, yeah, this is my first Super Bowl, and I don't know. I believe this is the first Super Bowl in Houston since 2003. The Patriots took on the Panthers. I want to say that was the last year, but I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong, please do not crucify me. Do not send death threats to me if I'm wrong. I am sorry. So but anywho, should be a good game though between the Patriots and Falcons. Obviously, two highly powered offenses. I do say that the Patriots defense is a bit better than the Falcons. I mean, I know the Patriots defense is not perfect by any stretch of imagination. I'm not the delusional Patriot fan that's like, yeah, we have the best defense in the National Football League, we have the best kicker, we have the best offensive line, we got the best quarterback, we got the best wide receivers, we got the best coach, we got the best stadium, we got the best venue. I'm not one of those fans. All right. If my team sucks at something, I'm going to say it. You don't believe me? Look at my other recaps from earlier this season where I'm like chewing out the defense for not knowing how to tackle. Yeah, shout out Phil Simms, who was like, oh, the Patriots sometimes, it's kind of rare for them to, not miss tackles. Meanwhile, I'm looking at earlier in the season, the games against, the Jets, the Dolphins, and the freaking Bills, and the freaking Seahawks. But, moving on. If my team does something bad, I'm gonna point it out. You know what I'm saying? But it should be a good game though between the Falcons and Patriots. I look forward to it. Even if somehow the Steelers won this game, I'd probably still be looking for it because even though I'm a Patriot fan, of course I am a football fan. I am a fan of the NFL. The Super Bowl is a big moment. The commercials, they better get some good commercials this year. I'm sorry, the last few years' commercials have not been funny. They're trying so hard to be funny that they're just stupid, in my honest opinion. But hopefully they get funny. You get a good game, a good, entertaining, fun game, which it has the potential to. Again, two high-powered offenses, two defenses that are interesting. Falcons looking like they can possibly pressure the quarterback with their young defense that they got there, and with the Patriots, they bend, but they don't break, is all I can say. Yeah, you might get into the red zone, but very rarely do the Patriots allow a touchdown in that red zone. You might get a field goal, yay, but the Patriots will get the ball back and try their damnedest to freaking pound that thing in the end zone, even if it's somehow Chris Hogan or Julian Edelman somehow wide open, or Deion Lewis or James White, or LeGarrette Blount runs over half their team while doing so. And I'm going to stop talking right now because I'm going to sound like a delusional Patriot fan. I do not want to be that guy to all of you. Anyways, that's it for me, you guys. I look forward to making that big Super Bowl video in a couple of weeks. When I lose, I'm going to make it. If we lose, I'll man up. I'll be like, you know what? They were the better team. I've seen plenty of Super Bowl. I mean, this is what, the 7th one for Tom Brady? If Brady freaking wins this one, it'll be number 5. And I can make an argument all you want about freaking Wes Welker and Rob Gronkowski. They make those catches, possibly 6. And if David Tyree, that wide receiver that no one ever heard of, does not make that catch on his helmet somehow, some way, you can make an argument for 7. But I'm not going to be that delusional Patriot fan. So I'm moving on from that. So look forward to making that video in a couple of weeks. Hope it's an enjoyable game. And next week, I will not be covering the Pro Bowl because who wants to watch a pickup. The Pro Bowl used to be at least, how do I say this? It used to be impactful. It should have been fun. It would have been. It should have. Bleh. It used to be fun, impactful, and it used to be important. Now it's just like, pickup, recess, after school game. You know what I'm saying? And for all your wrestling fans, for the WWE, I'm going to be reviewing the Royal Rumble in San Antonio, Texas, y'all, in the Alamo Dome. Yippee. I can't wait for that. Anyways, that's it from me, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if, you feel like commenting. And I'm out. Hope you guys have an enjoyable night, an enjoyable weekend. Yeah, the next couple of weeks should be interesting for me on this channel. Peace.